Welcome, my friend. Today, I want to talk to you about something real, something nobody likes to talk about. Rock bottom, the place where dreams break, where confidence dies, where everything feels lost. Maybe you're there right now. Maybe your plans failed. Maybe people you trusted walked away. Maybe you're tired. Not just in your body, but in your soul. Listen to me carefully. Rock bottom is not the end. It's the beginning of your next chapter. You see, when you fail, the world laughs. People say, "I told you so." They walk away. But failure is not the enemy. Failure is your teacher. Every successful person you admire, they all failed. Not once, not twice, hundreds of times. The difference is simple. They didn't stop. Failure shows you the truth. It breaks your ego. It removes fake friends. It teaches you what works and what doesn't. You fall. You learn. You rise stronger. So next time you fail, don't cry. Say, "Thank you," because now you're growing. When life hurts, it's easy to say, "Why me?" But here's the truth. Pain is not punishment. Pain is preparation. Pain is what shapes your character. It teaches patience, strength, and wisdom. Things success never can. Think of a diamond. Before it shines, it's just coal. Dark, rough, and ordinary. But under pressure, under heat, it becomes something priceless. That's you. You are that diamond. And your pain is the pressure that's shaping you. So when life hurts, don't run. Stay in the fire, because that's where your power is being forged. When everything is going well, everyone smiles with you. But when you lose, you see who truly cares. You see who stays. You see who disappears. You see who you are without the noise. And that's important, because at rock bottom, you meet your real self. The one without masks, the one without fake smiles, the one who still whispers, "I can't give up." That whisper, that's your soul speaking. That's your strength. That's your truth. Hold on to it, because that voice will lead you back to the light. When bad things happen, we all ask, "Why me?" But the truth is, everyone suffers, everyone falls, everyone breaks. The real question is not, "Why me?" It's, "What now?" You lost the job? Okay, what now? You failed the exam? Okay, what now? Someone left you? Okay, what now? Life doesn't stop because you're sad. The world doesn't pause because you're hurt. So stop feeling sorry for yourself. Start rebuilding yourself. One step at a time. One day at a time. One small action after another. That's how you rise. You think it's over. You think your story is done. But that's not true. Every great story begins in darkness. Every hero begins broken. Every legend begins invisible. You know why? Because rock bottom gives you something that comfort never can. A reason to fight. When you have nothing left to lose, you finally become free. Free to rebuild, free to reinvent, free to become the person you were always meant to be. Yes, you made mistakes. Yes, you failed. Yes, you trusted the wrong people. But hating yourself won't fix it. Blaming yourself won't heal it. You are human. You did your best with what you knew. Now you know better. So forgive yourself. You can't start a new chapter if you keep rereading the old one. You may not feel ready, you may still be hurting, but you must start again. Start small. Wake up early. Clean your room. Go for a walk. Write your thoughts. Read one page. Speak one English sentence out loud. Small steps, but daily. Because healing is not a big moment, it's a daily choice. You don't need to rebuild your life in one day. You just need to show up today. People will doubt you. They'll call you a failure. They'll say you can't do it. Good. Let them. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need you to believe in you. When nobody claps for you, clap for yourself. When nobody supports you, support yourself. Because when you finally win, the same people who doubted you will say, I always knew you could. Don't think about the past. Don't worry about the future. Focus on the next 12 months. 1 year of focus can change 10 years of regret. Imagine if you stopped wasting time, if you studied 1 hour daily, if you spoke English every day, if you worked on your dream one step at a time. Where would you be 1 year from now? You'd be unrecognizable, stronger, smarter, proud. You have no idea what you're capable of until you commit. So, my friend, if you're at rock bottom today, don't be ashamed. Be grateful. Because now you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. This is your moment to rebuild. This is your time to rise again. In the next part, we'll learn how to do it, how to build discipline, create consistency, and become unshakable. Until then, remember this. Rock bottom is not the end. It's the place where strong people are born.
If you're listening to this right now, it means you survived. You went through the storm, and you're still here. Maybe you're tired, maybe you're broken, but you're still breathing. And that means there's still hope. Today we're going to talk about the most powerful thing you can ever build, your new self. Rebuilding yourself is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the best version of you, the version that was always inside you, but buried under fear, doubt, and failure. So let's start. Everyone says, I'll start when I feel ready. But let me tell you the truth. You'll never feel ready. Your mind will always find a reason to wait. I'm not strong enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not prepared. But ready is a lie. You become ready by starting. You don't learn confidence before speaking. You learn it by speaking. You don't learn discipline before waking up early. You learn it by waking up early. Action comes first. Confidence comes second. So today, whatever it is, just begin. Messy, imperfect, scared. Begin anyway. Because the first step is always the hardest and also the most powerful. Motivation feels good, but it fades fast. Discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation dies. You see, motivation is about feeling. Discipline is about decision. Motivation says, I feel like it. Discipline says, I'll do it anyway. When you're rebuilding your life, discipline becomes your backbone. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Wake up at the same time. Study every day. Exercise daily. Speak English for 10 minutes, even when you don't want to. That's how you build momentum. That's how you create a new you. Remember, discipline is not punishment. It's self-respect in action. You don't rebuild your life in one day. You rebuild it with small habits, repeated every single day. It's not about doing big things once. It's about doing small things thousands of times. A 1% change each day becomes a new life in 1 year. Example, if you read 10 pages a day, that's 3,650 pages in a year. If you practice speaking English for 15 minutes daily, that's almost 100 hours a year. If you exercise 30 minutes every day, that's over 180 hours of movement in a year. Tiny steps, massive results. So don't say, it's just a little. Say, it's the beginning of something great, because big change begins with small action. When people start rebuilding, they go all in for 1 week. Then they burn out. But success doesn't come from 1 week of fire. It comes from 1 year of quiet consistency. You don't need to do everything in one day. You just need to show up every day. Slow progress is still progress. It's not about speed. It's about staying in the game. Consistency beats talent. Consistency beats luck. Consistency even beats intelligence. Why? Because consistency creates habits, and habits create identity. When you do something long enough, it becomes who you are. So stop trying to be perfect. Try to be consistent. Goals are good, but they are only dreams with deadlines. Systems are what make those dreams real. Let's say your goal is to speak fluent English. Good, but your system must be listen 20 minutes every day, speak in front of the mirror, write 1 short paragraph daily, record yourself once a week. You see, the system is what brings the goal to life. If you only focus on goals, you'll feel lost after you fail once. But if you focus on systems, you'll keep improving even after bad days. The system is your structure. It protects you from giving up. When you start rebuilding, don't expect applause. People won't see your effort. They'll only see your results later. So don't tell everyone your plans. Just work. Let your progress make the noise. The truth is, you don't need people to believe in you. You need to believe when nobody does. When they doubt you, smile. When they laugh, keep going. When they ignore you, use it as fuel. Because faith is not about seeing the result. It's about walking, even when the road is dark. If you want to rebuild, you must clear the space around you. That means less time with distractions, less gossip, less overthinking, less social media. Silence the noise so you can hear your inner voice again. Sometimes your life doesn't need more motivation. It needs less distraction. Don't let your phone steal your future. Don't let other people's lives make you forget your own. Protect your energy like it's gold. Most people try to change their life without changing their mind. That never works. Your life is a reflection of your thoughts. If your mind says, I'm a failure, you'll live like one. If your mind says, I'm unstoppable, you'll start acting like it. So start feeding your mind with power. Read good books, listen to strong voices, write positive affirmations, speak to yourself with respect. You can't build a strong life with a weak mind. Rebuilding takes time. There's no shortcut. There's no magic formula. You will fail again. You will doubt yourself again. You will feel like giving up again. But that's normal. That's growth. Don't rush it. Don't compare your chapter 2 to someone's chapter 20. Respect your own journey. Respect your pace. Every brick you lay now will become your foundation later. At first, discipline feels boring. Waking up early feels hard. Saying no to laziness feels painful. But if you do it long enough, it becomes beautiful. There's a peace in knowing you're building something every day. There's a quiet pride in keeping promises to yourself. And one day, you'll realize you're no longer forcing discipline. You've become it. That's when you're reborn. So, my friend, as you rebuild your life, remember this. You don't need to be faster. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Discipline will be your strength. Consistency will be your weapon. Faith will be your shield. When nobody believes in you, believe anyway. Because faith in yourself is the seed of every miracle. You're not rebuilding for others. You're rebuilding for the version of you that refused to die at rock bottom. And 1 year from now, you won't just have a new life, you'll have a new soul.
If you've come this far, I want you to pause for a moment and feel proud. You've faced your pain. You've learned to stand again. You've started rebuilding yourself. And now it's time for the next step, to become unstoppable. Not perfect, not fearless, but unstoppable. Unstoppable means you fall, but you rise again. You fail, but you try again. You get hurt, but you still move forward. That's real strength. That's what changes a life. So let's begin. Let's learn how to change your life completely in 1 single year. Change starts with a decision, not a wish, not a dream, a decision. Most people say, I want a better life, but they never decide what kind of life they actually want. So today, ask yourself, who do I want to become 1 year from now? What kind of body? What kind of mind? What kind of habits? What kind of energy? Write it down. See it clearly. Because once you decide who you want to be, your actions start to change automatically. Clarity creates direction. Direction creates purpose. And purpose creates power. Lesson 2. Your routine builds your reality. You can dream all day, but your daily routine decides who you become. If you waste your mornings, you waste your power. If you waste your evenings, you waste your growth. Success is not built in one big moment. It's built in your daily habits, the small, quiet actions nobody sees. Wake up early. Plan your day. Work on your skills. Study English daily. Exercise. Read. Sleep early. Every time you repeat your routine, you are sending a message to your brain. I am becoming that person. Your routine is your identity in motion. Lesson 3. Stop negotiating with your mind. Your mind will always try to protect you. It will say, sleep more. Skip the workout. Take a break. Do it later. But your dreams don't care about comfort. Your future doesn't care about excuses. You must learn to stop negotiating with your mind. When the alarm rings, get up. When it's time to work, work. When it's time to learn, learn. Discipline is not about fighting your mind. It's about training it to obey your purpose. Because your feelings will lie to you, but your goals never will. Lesson 4. Focus is your superpower. We live in a distracted world. Everyone is scrolling, watching, checking, comparing, losing focus every 5 seconds. That's why focus is rare, and rare things are valuable. If you can focus for 1 hour a day, really focus, you can do more than most people do in a week. Turn off notifications. put your phone away. Find silence. Do one thing at a time. When you control your focus, you control your future. Remember, distraction destroys dreams faster than failure ever could. Lesson 5. Your energy is your currency. Energy is more important than time, because without energy, even a full day feels useless. Take care of your energy. Eat well. Move your body. Sleep properly. Talk to positive people. Say no to things that drain you. Protect your peace like a treasure. You don't need to be busy. You need to be effective. And effectiveness comes from energy, not effort.
Lesson 6. Be ruthlessly patient. Patience doesn't mean waiting and doing nothing. It means working every day without expecting instant results. The seed doesn't grow in one night, but it grows silently, slowly, strongly. That's how your success grows too. You might not see results in 1 week, maybe not even in 1 month, but if you stay consistent for 1 year, your whole life will look different. 1 year of focus can change 10 years of regret. So be patient. Your time will come if you don't quit before it does. Lesson 7. Comparison is the thief of growth. Stop looking left and right. Stop comparing your journey to others. Someone else's speed is not your failure. Someone else's success is not your loss. You are not late. You are on your own timeline. You are building something that no one else can, because no one else is you. So instead of comparison, practice reflection. Every night, ask yourself, am I better than I was yesterday? That's all that matters. Lesson 8. The 1-year rule. Imagine this. For 1 year, just 365 days, you decide to give everything you've got. You stop complaining, you stop wasting time, you stop overthinking. You show up every single day. You study, you practice English, you exercise, you read, you grow. No days off from your dream. Do you know what will happen? In 1 year, you will not even recognize yourself. Because success doesn't come from one big moment. It comes from 1 year of daily effort. You don't need luck. You need consistency. The 1-year rule is simple. Do something every day that your future self will thank you for. Lesson 9. Believe before you see. People say, I'll believe it when I see it. But that's not how success works. You have to believe first, and then you'll see it. Belief is the seed. Action is the water. Results are the fruit. Without belief, you won't even try. Without trying, you won't grow. Without growth, you won't see the fruit. So, when nobody believes in you, when nobody sees your vision, say this to yourself: I believe anyway. Because one day, they will see what you saw all along. Lesson 10. Become the person you needed. Think back to your hardest days, when you felt lost, when you cried alone, when you thought you were done. Now imagine someone came to you then and told you it's going to be okay. You're stronger than you think. Be that person, for yourself and for others. Because when you rise, you don't just save yourself, you give others permission to rise too. Lesson 11. Your pain becomes your purpose. Everything you've been through was not for nothing. The heartbreak, the rejection, the failure, the loneliness, they all gave you wisdom. And that wisdom is your power. You can use your pain to build your purpose, to help others, to create something meaningful. Some of the world's greatest leaders, artists, and speakers, they didn't rise because of success. They rose because of pain. Don't hide your scars. Show them with pride, because they tell the world, I survived. Lesson 12. Never forget who you were at rock bottom. When you finally succeed, don't forget who you were when you had nothing. Remember the nights you cried, the mornings you almost gave up, the people who ignored you, the silence that hurt. Because those memories will keep you humble and they will remind you why you started. Stay grateful, stay kind, stay hungry. Because success without gratitude is just another form of failure. Final message of the Rise Again series. My friend, you have walked a long way with me, from falling to breaking to rebuilding to rising again. And now you know the truth. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are becoming the person you were meant to be all along. Don't stop now. You're closer than you think. 1 year from now, the world will ask you, how did you do it? And you will say, I fell, I learned, I disciplined myself, I believed when nobody did, and I never stopped. That's how you rise. That's how you rebuild. That's how you change your life. This is your year. This is your time. This is your rise.